am I ever behind in fine dust or baking soda tests? So I've gotten a whole lot of two-pass sand tests done, but I am sorely lacking in two-pass baking soda or fine dust tests. So on the left, I have a fully reconditioned 2015 Hoover Windtunnel 2 Whole House Elite. Obviously, it's a bagless system. On the right, for the sake of argument, let's call it a 1975 Hoover convertible. It's a U4007. Maybe it was made in 73. I mean, who knows? I don't have that information offhand. So let's say 40-year or 4-decade difference between these two machines. Completely different type of technology. The 2015 Whole House Elite was brought back up to pretty much brand new. The main things I did to it, other than a cleaning, there's always a cleaning, was change the brush roll bearings and put in a belt because it was missing one completely. And on the right, the original brush roll has been upgraded to the 4-strip brush roll. There's no longer any metal beater bar, and I'm going to use a converted Hoover Q HEPA bag. We need to get some initial weights first. I have a 3,000 gram scale maximum and a 500 gram scale maximum. 10 grams of baking soda. Doesn't that look like enough to test with, especially in a small area? I always encourage testers to use small amounts of debris rather than giant amounts of debris, because I believe homes are fairly clean these days. Maybe yours is, maybe yours isn't. Here's the converted HEPA Q bag, and the initial weight will be kind of impossible to see, but it's there. We're going to start out at, I'm going to call it at 87.82 grams. Nice fresh bag. And now let's see what the bin weighs here. And I think I'm going to have to use a block of wood for this. Found my block of wood. Okay, we'll zero that out. And now we can see the scale. Gotta wait for that to stop wobbling a little bit. Okay, I'm going to call it at 1178.2 grams. So I will be running this machine on normal. There, it's on normal. Let me bring you in closer. And I can't see that either. So move you back some. See right there. That'd be a good place to focus. So we ended up with 93.06, and I'll subtract 87.82, and we got a little over 5 out of 10 grams, and all I have to do is just move the decimal place a little bit. Look at that, 52%. So that's not bad. Again, 2 full cycles and a little more than half the baking soda. Of course, that still means that a little less than half the baking soda is still in the carpet. So let's move on to the 2015 Hoover, see what it does. Height is set to number 3. Away we go. Definitely have some pickup in there. And let me get you in closer. We gotta wait a minute for the wobble to stop. Okay, 1180. Started out with 1178.2. So 1180, well, this isn't a very good result, is it? 1178.2. So 1.8, and that's out of 10. So let's move the decimal place a little bit. So we have a raw pickup of 18% baking soda. It's not very good, is it? We'll just have to run with that. Make sure you can see that. Yeah, looks like you can, just for the heck of it. So there's the dirt part of it, the extraneous part that messes up the test. And then here's the clean sample. And it's not perfectly clean, as this machine has quite a lot of agitation, relatively speaking. Okay, so we ended up with 1.16, and again, that's out of 10, so I don't really need to do a calculation for this. 1.17, we give it the benefit of the doubt. Why not? So 11.7, or we could just round it and say 12% extracted. So fine dust pickup with this machine is really not very good. Over a 40-year or so period that these two machines were marketed and sold, you can easily see that Hoover has, say, pulled itself into the modern bagless world. But look at the dramatically worse performance. The Whole House Elite Bagless for baking soda, 18 and 12%, versus the very old style convertibles, 52%. With sand pickup, the Whole House Elite, 20 and 15%, versus the convertibles, 42%. And if you take a look back in my playlist at the Whole House carpet cleaning results, even normalizing both of them for 1,000 square feet, the U4007 still beats the Whole House Elite Bagless. So these days, I'm well aware that if these two machines were sitting on a shelf in a store somewhere and they had reasonable prices on them, the, I think, rather handsome looking and somewhat convenient and practical Whole House Elite would fly off the shelf. They would sell so many, they wouldn't know what to do. But the convertible, even if it wasn't that color, people would look at it and say, oh, it's so old. That's what my grandmother had. It just simply can't possibly work that well because it's old technology. So, unfortunately, here's yet another case that newer technology, it might look good, maybe it'll sound good to some people's ears, and it'll be tremendously convenient, I suppose, but performance-wise, nope. The old technology, for the most part, easily whomps the new technology. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. And I've got a bunch of baking soda I got to get out of this carpet now. Wonder what I'll use. Oh yeah. Right here. Yeah. Right there. Come around here. Yep. That did it. I had some sand also mixed in with that baking soda from when I did the 2-cycle sand test. Bagged all the way, baby.